श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांता स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. So all of you can come little front. So people who are coming late, they can occupy the last bench. You are the winners who came first. So you should occupy the first bench. Last bench for the latecomers. Okay. Hare Krishna. So when we started these sessions, of course we started with a very important topic, the life lesson. Hey, Haribol, disconnect the call. Okay. Okay. So every topic, every lesson, every session will be carrying important life lesson for us from the book called Bhagavad Gita. So this is the book with every shloka, every chapter, every page is having something for us to live in the life, you know. And to give this book, and there's a one great personality behind it, who has given this book to whole mankind. He spread it all across the world. At the age of 70s, he crossed the ocean, went to USA, and all over the world he roamed around single-handedly, distributed this message of Bhagavad Gita. Of course, he don't had any good support from the Indians and India, but yes, he got a nice cooperation and support from his Western disciples. Of course, after India also has started following it. And yes, all over the world, all over the globe, he has established 108 temples in his lifetime. And thousands of people's life he has changed. And that thousands of people are transforming the lives of further thousands of people. And now, the tree that he has planted has become a big vriksha, big huge tree, and they have got nice fruits also. Okay, so we are dedicating this session to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who is founder Acharya of ISKCON. And the today's topic is the inner self, exploring the inner self. We'll do a thought experiment. Thought experiment, we just think and do the experiment. In this experiment, we don't need any apparatus, any instruments and all. But yes, you have to just think. Okay? So what we are doing? Imagine I'm going out of station. And you are my best friend. And I have some few lakhs of rupees. And I tell you, Prabhuji, this few lakhs of rupees is there. I'm going out of station for a month or two. It's not safe in my home. I'll keep it with you. You can use it, but when I come back, you can give it back to me. Okay? So I give you few lakhs of rupees to you. You keep it. And after a month, I come back and I say, sir, what's your name? Amit. Amit, can you give me my lakhs of rupees back? I say, yes, why not? Sure, please take it. It's yours. You give it. Okay? And then another day, you went to Top in Town shop. Okay? And there they had a lucky draw. And after shopping, they announced, okay, today's lucky draw winner is Mr. Amit. Hari Hari Bol. Amit is so happy. He got a few lakhs of rupees in cash. He takes it home, keeps in a cupboard, and then one day, in a few days, a burglar comes and he takes that exact cash and goes off. Now tell me, Amit, what is your feelings now? आपको कैसा लग रहा है? हाँ? कैसे लग रहा है? What are you feeling? Okay, get a mic for him, Prabhuji. Okay, there are two situations. Give the mic to him. There are two situations. So पहली situation में आपको कैसा लगा? What was your feeling in the first situation? First incident. नहीं, जब मैंने आपको पैसे दिए थे. ओके, आई केम, अरे भैया पैसे ले लो तुम्हारे. है ना, यू टेक योर मनी बैक. एंड सेकंड सिचुएशन, feel sad, huh? Everybody is agreeing with this, huh? So question is, now you have to raise your hand before answering, ठीक है? Why you are feeling sad in second situation and why you are feeling happy in first situation? Okay, now that has not any emotions, of course, like that. In the first emotions, first situation, not so new people, new members. Okay, how many of are first timers in this class? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'll give you preference first. Okay, okay, yeah, you tell me.
In the first situation, the money
Uh-huh.
the money was not my money.
Okay.
It was yours. I had it for safekeeping. In the second situation, the money was mine, which I lost because of the ticket. So
Okay, first situation, money was not hers, and second situation, was money hers? It was somebody else's money has come to you, and a lucky draw money is not your hard-earned money, right? Is it? Then
it was, I won it at the lucky draw. So
you did work harder for like winning this.
I didn't work hard for it, but I won it, so it was
Okay,
mine.
it's your money because you won it, you know. Okay, anybody else want to say why this there are difference of emotions into two different situations? Anybody else was telling answer? Yeah, Prabhuji.
In first situation, when the money was our parent, we were not attached to that money. But in second situation, we were attached to that money. And we thought that it is ours. That's the main reason. Attachment. So that we carry this money.
Good. Very nice. So first situation, money was not yours. You were not attached. Second situation, money came to you. Of course, in any situation, even if without situation also, this money is not ours only. Okay, but just simply money is going from one pocket to another pocket. Right? So one place.
Matter of luck from
Haan.
in
So
case then anyone else also could have won.
yeah. So in one situation, the money which came to us and went back. First situation, we didn't got attached. Second situation, money came and went. Same thing, but we didn't feel bad because we didn't attach to it. So please remember this example. You know? So we'll discuss on this topic very nicely further also in the further sessions. Of course, you know the background of Bhagavad Gita. In the background of Bhagavad Gita, this Arjuna who was fighting and he was confused. Why shall I fight? He was thinking these people who are fighting against me are my family members. They are my people. And he was thinking that they are my brothers, my uncles, they are my guru, they are my grandfather. And that's why he was falling into that trap of attachment and he was not ready. This is attachment only, right? Was causing Arjuna to not fight. You know? So attachment is the root for sorrow, dukh का कारण है ना? Sadness, है ना? Attachment is good or bad? Okay. Option A, good. Option B, bad. Option 3, both of it. Acha? Both of it? Why? Attachment is, just now you said attachment is the cause of sorrow. You like to have this sorrow or what?
Attachment to God is
Acha? We don't bring God right away into this. We are atheists, consider.
but then attachment, like we told, attachment to money. If someday it might get stolen or something.
Acha.
That is sad.
Why attachment is good? Anybody else want to say? Please raise your hand and tell. Why attachment is good? You are saying good, right? Many of you say yes, right? You know? Okay, how many of you are saying yes, but attachment is good? You know? You see, can you explain why? Give the mic. Go, get it.
That is the reason we are in the world. We are attachment
Okay.
to home, attachment to family, attachment to money, attachment of cars.
Attachment to the cars.
That's
Yeah.
the reason we are here in this world.
Okay.
Attachment is good.
But all these things are cause of problems also, right? Huh? You know, family is the cause of problem. Sometimes people say like this. You know, money, car is a cause of problem. At least in a Kagdaspura, you have a big Mercedes car. You cannot jump over the pumps. You know, difficult. You cannot move your car here and there. Okay, attachment is good. Why? See, because attachment, yeah?
Makes us
Your name, you can say?
Risha, R-I-S-H.
Arisha. Your name, Prabhuji?
Deepak Bhai.
Deepak Behra. Yeah.
So attachment is good because it makes us work for things, it makes us
Yeah.
work hard to achieve our goals. And
True.
even if it is a cause for sorrow, sorrow is not a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
We have to just overcome that sorrow.
Yeah. See, she is telling very nice point. Because of the attachment only, the world is moving. You know, the point was also very nice. Because of the attachment only, we are there in this world. Hmm? So, if we go to the office and we tell the officer, our boss, he say, "Arey, work hard, man," and you say, "No, I'm detached." Will he pay salary to you? No. Huh? So, because of attachment, we are moving ahead. Because of attachment only, we are working hard. You know? So, in this way, attachment is neither good, and it is the way we can work hard also. Okay. So then question is, then shall I be attached or not? Because sometimes attachment causing the sorrow also, like Arjuna's situation, like ours, like we have a Mercedes car and we are passing through the Kagdaspura roads, and suddenly when somebody scratches it, so much pain will come, right? We'll get a pain or not, है ना? So attachment is causing pain also. हाँ? पड़ोसी का बच्चा फेल हो जाए तो कोई दुख नहीं है, हमारा बच्चा फेल हो जाए तो oh my God, what is this? है ना? सब बड़ी पनिशमेंट मिलेगी बच्चे को. So in this way, अरे हाँ, 1 second. Any kids are here? No, ना? ठीक है. Let me take kids into separate class. ठीक है. So without attachment, we cannot prosper into any domain. So question is, how can I be without any attachment? Attachment is causing sorrow also, attachment is causing the progress also. Then how shall I work? It is so difficult. है ना? See, example, like have you traveled in a train in the general bogie? है ना? How it happen? You have a seat? No, but you get a seat. है ना? There are 3 seats, right? And how many people sitting into that? 5, 6. है ना? सर जी थोड़ा सा एडजस्ट कर लो, है ना? इन बिहार में तो ऐसा होता ही है हमारे. So सर जी थोड़ा सा एडजस्ट कर लो. 3 seats, 5 people will be sitting, 6 people will be sitting. है ना? Do you mind? No. Seat is yours? No. But still, consider you are sitting into reservation bogie. Seat is yours. Somebody else comes there. What happens? Huh?
We won't let them settle.
Yeah. And the बस से सर थोड़ा adjust कर लो, है ना? Will you adjust? No. Okay. But sometimes we adjust also, right? Okay. थोड़ा सा एक स्टेशन तो जाना है इसको, है ना? Why we do adjustments that less that time? Okay, थोड़ा सा ही है ना? We are not going to stay here for a long time, है ना? If you are going into the train and there is so much heat is coming, will you complain to the TT or you will adjust? Adjust, है ना? Why? This is not a permanent thing, है ना? In a train, will you carry your big pillows without you cannot sleep? है ना. Some people have a habit, without pillow we cannot sleep at all. We'll carry big pillow, from this side one pillow, this side one side one pillow, and a big quilt, nice kind of thing. Will you carry all these things? No. Why? This is a temporary phase in the life, है ना. So this is the temporary seat, temporary reservation. We are not so much attached, है ना. And in that situation, somebody sits also there next to us. We are not feeling bad. अरे ठीक है ना, थोड़ी देर की बात है. Next station we are going to get down also, है ना. So not so upset because of that. So life is also like a train journey. You can learn so much from the train journey, right? So we are not attached. If we are not attached to the temporary things, so we will not feel sorrow. Whatever sorrow is coming in our life is because of those temporary things. Okay. So now this is the first lesson. Now come to the second lesson, exploring the inner self. What is this? You know, we are generally teenagers in a college days. In my college days, we used to be having some kind of identity crisis. अभी भी होता है ना teenagers को, है ना. They are searching for their identity. मैं कौन हूँ, मेरी हैसियत क्या है, what is my situation. Teenagers are all suffering because of that, है ना. Nobody cares for you, nobody values you, है ना. I also gone through that situation. So that time, of course, in that time only I got into Krishna consciousness and all these things, and yes, it gave me understanding real. So what is our identity? है ना. What's your name, प्रभु जी? Yeah. Aniket. ठीक है. You have to carry mic very fast. ठीक है. You have to be alert. ठीक है. Okay. Now, Aniket. Ankit. Okay. So question 2. Who are you? If I ask you, what you will tell?
I am a part and parcel of Krishna.
या इसकॉन से जुड़े हुए लग रहा है. गुड. ठीक है. सो जनरली ठीक है, विल जस्ट प्ले अ गेम नाउ. ठीक है, जस्ट टेक द माइक बैक. ओके, ऑल ऑफ यू आर पार्टिसिपेटिंग इन दिस गेम. ओके, दिस इज लाइक जनरली एनीबडी हैज़ अ स्मॉल किड, है ना. वी जनरली प्ले दिस गेम विद देम ओनली. ठीक है, स्मॉल किड ऑफ 2 years old, 1 years old. ठीक है, यू टेक योर हैंड. गुड. ओके, यू होल्ड योर हैंड नाउ. ठीक है, एंड व्हाट आई से एग्जैक्टली यू डू दैट थिंग. ठीक है, देन वी से अंकित, शो मी योर हेयर्स. एवरीबडी हैज़ टू डू. ठीक है, नॉट ओनली अंकित, एवरीबडी. ओके, शो मी योर हेयर्स. ओके, शो मी योर नोज, शो मी योर आईज, शो मी योर लेफ्ट हैंड, show me your right hand, show me your leg, show me your shoulder, show me your body. किधर है? अच्छा, ऐसा कर दिया क्या? and show me yourself. Show me yourself. Where? This is your chest, right? है ना? Where you will show yourself? Where are you? This? She's telling here. This is your head, right? Just now, few minutes back, you said, "This is my head. This is my head. This is forehead, right?" This, okay, brain. You are showing your brain, right? But are you the brain? Okay, then. Okay, where is the consciousness then? And this is the real question. Where am I? Have you seen yourself in the mirror? Really? What you are seeing in your mirror, in the mirror?
Body.
You are seeing in the mirror your eyes, nose, heads, whatever we did just now, that's what you are seeing. We are seeing the body. But have you actually seen yourself? मिरर के आँखों में आँखें डाल के देखना. क्या दिखता है आपको? What you see there? है ना? We don't see ourselves, we just see our body. Nobody in this world have actually seen themselves. And still we consider we are the body. You know, see one simple example. We have somebody dies. What we say? Gone. क्या किया तू? बैठो नीचे. Okay. Somebody dies. How will you explain? Like, my friend is Michael. Michael मर गया, Michael is dead. Is it right to say? What we'll say? Michael is passed away. In English we say passed away. In हिंदी क्या बोलते हैं हम लोग? गुजर गया मतलब जनरली चला गया, है ना, गुजर गया, चला गया. In कन्नड़ा? Anybody Kannadiga here? Nobody Kannadiga. You're Kannadiga, right? What do you say in Kannada? Hitkondiದ್ದಾರೆ, मतलब went off else. Tamil? போயிட்டாரு. Is it any Tamilian here? Okay. What do you say? ಸಿಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರಾ. Okay. And Malayalam? Anybody Malayali? You're Malayali, right? What do you say? Padichipoyindi. Okay. And every language there is the same concept. And they say कि somebody has gone, but Michael is sleeping right in front of me. Where is Michael? Michael is here only. But why is telling Michael is gone? Michael is here. Everything is here. Michael's hand is there. Michael's legs is there. Head, brain, everything is there. Is it that Michael's head, brain, and all these things are not functioning? They're all functioning. Heard about it? You heard about the eye transplant? Eye transplant happens, right? That means eyes are working very fine. Heart transplant happens, right? After death only they do heart transplant, right? है ना? That means heart is working fine, है ना? Liver is functioning fine. Other all different body parts are working fine. But why they are not working? Why this body is not functioning if everything is there? Something has gone from there, right? What is that? Yeah, coordination is gone. But if you make the coordination proper, then it should work, right? है ना? Prana Shakti, no? You are coming something closer.
The soul is gone.
Soul has gone. है ना? That particular thing which is gone, we call it as a, okay, for time being we call it as a soul. ठीक है? That particular thing. Somebody called Prana Shakti, somebody calling the soul. है ना? But that something, if it is not there, that body will not function. Even if I give you healthy functioning heart, eyes, everything, you put it into proper place and coordination, will it start working? No. Everything is there perfectly in the place, still it may not work. Because that particular thing that we are calling as a prana shakti or the soul or the consciousness is gone from the place. And there is no scientific stream in today's world which is studying into that. Once Srila Prabhupada went to MIT. Which MIT? Not Maharashtra wala MIT. USA wala MIT. Not that also. USA wala MIT. And there, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. And the professor was proudly taking Prabhupada in different places. Prabhupada, see, is a department of robotics. See, Prabhupada, this is a department of computer electronics, computers and these, that, wagera. Because some class was there, they were invited, Prabhupada was invited for the special class. And the professor was proudly telling, Prabhupada, this is such a glorious institution. Prabhupada was watching with not surprised mood. ठीक है, हाँ है. This is there. Then Prabhupada asked, do you have any department which is doing research in the soul? The professor was speechless. There is no department in such a deep, glorious and big university which is working on consciousness or the soul. So it is very logical to understand that this is something else in the body which is causing the consciousness, which is causing the body function. And even if the body parts are there, you offered it. So it's common sense that yes, we are not this body, but we are something within this body. And Bhagavad Gita is very, very specifically, scientifically discusses about this. There is a nice shloka from Bhagavad Gita. And this speaks about it very clearly. And we just discuss this shloka into a part by part and we understand this. Okay, we'll recite this shloka, everybody. I will say and you can repeat behind me. Dehinosmin yatha dehe कौमारं यौवनं जरा तथा देहान्तरप्राप्तिर् धीरस्तत्र न मोह्यति. Somebody want to read the translation? Please raise your hand. Yeah, you too, Mataji. Your name, Mataji?
Survita.
Survika. Oh, I met you in Bagman, right? Yeah, Hare Krishna.
As the embodied soul continuously passes in this body from boyhood to youth to old age, the soul similarly passes into another body at death. A sober person is now bewildered by such a change.
Here, Bhagavad Gita is speaking of pure logic. It is not a kind of sentimentalism that Bhagavad Gita is speaking about. Bhagavad Gita speaks about science, Bhagavad Gita speaks about logic. Here, Bhagavad Gita is giving logic that yes, there is something which is passing from this body to another body. Kaumaram, Yauvanam, Jara. Kaumaram means the youth, younghood. Yauvanam means the youth, and Jara means old age. So everywhere it is the same thing. You know, something which is, of course, to understand this concept will play a small game. I will explain this concept again. Okay, just keep in mind. Okay, you know the celebrities, right? Okay, who is the first one? Old people will not. Old batch people will not tell the answers. Okay. Okay, it's not so difficult, but yeah, I think it should be easy. First one, second one, okay, and next, okay, Roger Federer, and then iPad लेके हाथ में खड़ा है ना, Barack Obama, Oprah Winfrey, and it was easy. है ना? Is there anyone who you don't know at all? Everybody is familiar faces, right? Okay. I'll make the game little bit more difficult now. Are you ready? Huh? Okay. ठीक है. Identify this personality. First one is. Second one is. Yeah, in this photo. Third photo. Okay, I will tell you this. All three are the same personality. Okay, now it's easy. Einstein. Okay, now this is okay. Good. Then Roger Federer. Yeah, you are able to get the game, huh? Let us see. Then, okay, this is the answers. The first one is Albert Einstein, Queen Elizabeth, and then here was Roger Federer. Okay, another set of things. Okay, first line, Nelson Mandela. Second line, Mother Teresa. Third line, Barack Obama. Okay. Let us see. Oh, good. All of you guessed very nicely. Huh? Okay. The question is, why it was so difficult in the second game, like a second kind of challenge, difficult to identify the people? Why it was so difficult? First place, you understood easily, they are familiar faces, these are these people. Second challenge, why it was so difficult to identify those people? क्या चेंज हो गया भाई? अपीयरेंस चेंज हो गया है ना? व्हाट चेंज्ड? ओके. अच्छा, बट पर्सनैलिटी इज सेम, राइट?
Personality is same, but the photos, which was
Older photos.
those are not familiar.
So body is different, looks like, na? They look different, completely different. See, you imagine your photo into childhood and how you were looking, and now you see your photo now, and we have an app called Old Age app, na? There we look completely different. What is happening there? See, our body changes. Our body when we took birth is quite different, and now the body is quite different. And when you took birth, how many bones were in their body? Any medical science student? 300 something. After grown up, how many bones we have? 206. You are medical science, huh? No, but you know. So it is like that. See, when we took birth, we were something different, and now we are something different. And our body changes, cells die, and they are replaced by new cells. And in this way, whole body is made of different different cells, right? And science has proved that after 7 years, your body is each and every cell is replaced with new cell. There is no old cell now into this body. So after 7 years, you are completely brand new, fresh person. How many years old you are? Amit. Amit nahi. Amit hai na? 27. How many times you would have changed your body now? At least 3 times. Then your third, fourth body maybe going on. So we have changed the body many times. And even though we have changed the body, the personality is the same. Is it happened like that? Okay, Amit, your birthday is there today. Your mommy is telling, today I will take you to the shop and upgrade you to 14th age. है ना? होता है ना, iPhone 5, iPhone 6, iPhone 7. Every year it comes. And every year we change. Now iPhone 15 is coming, right? So 15 years old iPhone. So new completely. So did it happen like that? My mother went to the shop and changed us to upgraded us every birthday. Oh, yes, your birthday, Rajarshi. So we'll take you to the shop and upgrade you to the new version. And it happens? No. It happens seamlessly. We change our bodies seamlessly. And in this way, Dehinosmin Yatha Dehe, when we are talking about Bhagavad Gita speaks here. As body continuously changes from boyhood to old age to youth, boyhood to youth to old age, it will change the body at the time of death also. So it is the same change that we have undergone whole life. In the death time also we are changing this. From one body to another. And by seeing that, sober person is not bewildered. This is the difference between the Dehi and Deha. Dehi means the person who is inside the body. Deha is this body. Like rickshawala and rickshaw. Right? We are walking into Kagdaspura road and suddenly rickshawala comes. We say, hey rickshaw! We call it, right? क्या चला रहा है दिखता नहीं क्या रिक्शा who we are talking to? Are we talking to rickshaw or rickshawala? But we still call rickshaw, right? Is it ignorance? Same thing. We are talking to body, but we are not talking exactly talking to the body. We are talking to the person inside the body, right? Somebody who is inside this body we are talking to. So there is a difference between the Dehi and Deha. And this is the change. That is the difference. The soul, which is covered with the subtle body, and then the soul is covered with the gross body. So this is the different layers, coverings that we have got. How many bodies we have got now? With this understanding, we have got 3 bodies. So one is the outer cover that is made of this Pancha Mahabhut, flesh, bone, and all this blood. And another body is inside this is a subtle body which is made of mind, intelligence, and ego. And inside that, actual self is there, which is called as a soul. So we have so much different coverings. We have a coat, inside that we have a shirt, and inside shirt actually we are. Isn't it? Like that, we have so many coverings. So this is what Krishna says. Bhumirapo nalo vayu. Okay, we'll sing this. Bhumirapo nalo vayu. Khammano buddhirevacha. Ahankara iti yamme. Binnaha prakrutirashtadha. We have got this different coverings. What is this? Bhumi. What we mean by Bhumi? Yeah, okay, got it. Apa. Sanskrit hai bhai. Water. Okay. Anala,
Fire.
fire. Vayuhu,
Air.
air. Okay, Kham,
Ether.
ether. Mano,
Mind.
mind. Buddhi,
Intelligence.
and then Buddhi Revach. Ahankaram,
False.
ego, false ego. These are all different coverings that you have got. Of course, I think you all know Sanskrit nicely. Huh? So in this way, we have got these different coverings, and in these coverings we have different things. Okay, like I gave example of this coat and bush coat and all these things. You know, these all things we have got. Earth, his body is made of. Generally, we talk about the flesh, bone, blood, and everything. But after all, everything is. If you put it into the soil, what it converts into? The soil, and there are different elements into that. You know, earth is there, water is there, and fire is there. Body is hot, right? Why body is hot? Some kind of chemical reactions happening and all this. You know, this is heat is getting generated. Fire, this is fire actually, subtly, and the air is there. You know, and ether, the space it is covering. You know, and then subtle body is the mind, is the most troublesome person. Mind, isn't it? You know, we have it. The mind, we have difficulty controlling the mind and all these things. Of course, we have a separate session on that, how to control the mind. We right from the morning night till the evening, what all things we do and how mind troubles us and how to put it in the right place. We'll all learn into that. Don't miss that session, okay? So that is the mind and the intelligence. Intelligence is a real rational that we have got. Why things are happening? Is it right to do or not right to do? What is correct? What is wrong? What is good for me? What is not good for me? All these kind of intelligence. You know, you can say it's the processing unit. You can say the brain. You know, but brain inside it, a software is there. That software is the intelligence actually. Brain is just a processor, but intelligence is the software written it. So that is the intelligence, and then false ego, the idea of the self. People may develop AI and all these things, but they cannot give false ego to that AI. You know? They can give mind, they can give intelligence, but this is something special that we have got. False ego, the understanding, the idea of the self. You know? Okay, so another thing. So these are our two layers. Gross body is made of Panchamahabhuta, subtle body is made of these three things. And then another thing is the separate entity. Aparayam itastvanya. Okay? Sorry. Okay, we'll read this shloka. Aparayam itastvanyam prakritim vidhi me param jiva bhutam mahabhaho yayedam dharyate jagat. Somebody would like to read the translation? Give to Mataji.
Besides these, O mighty armed Arjuna, there is another, superior energy of mind, which compromises the living entities who are exploiting the resources of this material, inferior nature.
Yeah, the two natures, two energies, superior nature and inferior nature. So previous shloka we spoke about was where we spoke about Bhumi, Apa, Analo, earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, false ego. All these things were the matter or maybe the inferior energies of Krishna is telling. Inferior, these are material things which is just Jada Prakritis. And something which is inside it and which is controlling it is a spiritual. What is spirit? Spirit, soul, call it. No? Spirit, soul is called as spirit inside. So that's why the term called spiritual comes, right? Something deals with spirit. Not chemistry wala spirit, but the spiritual wala spirit. The something which is beyond this material is spiritual. And that soul is called as a spirit. And some science which deals with that is spiritual science. And this is what Bhagavad Gita speaks about. And Bhagavad Gita says, the soul, the real identity of us is spiritual. We are not material. Your identity is not with your body. What my color is, what my weight is, what my kind of ethnicity is, or what my race is. which caste I am coming from. This is not actually my identity. We many times associate with ourselves with those terms, right? Huh? You are Tamilian, right? You are Bengali, right? You are Malayali, Telugu, right? है These are all identities that we have got just because we have got this body. But our actual identity is something else, which is more subtle, which is spiritual. We are not the material people having spiritual experiences. People come to spiritual world, spiritual institution to get spiritual experiences. No, you are not a material person which is having spirit. You are the spiritual being going through these material experiences. Understand? You are spiritual being going through material experiences, that sorrow, that happiness, that problems, that all these troubles that you are feeling, it's all are material experiences. But actually, you are completely away from it. You are completely detached from it. You are not in it actually. You are spiritual being. You are just having that experience. You know? So, are you able to connect this with our first lesson of the day? You know? Attachment. With which we are attached, getting attached. You know? See, this is the analogy of the body which is shown, how we are constructed. The body is considered to be the chariot having 5 horses. 5 horses are of 5 senses. And then, where are you into this? Can you tell me? Are you this? You don't share them. Are you this? Huh? Are you this here? Can you see this person? Huh? You may just look at this person's expressions. How is he watching? You can get this photo in our Bhagavad Gita. Our Bhagavad Gita is not, we have few photos into that. You can see this. Yeah. So what is his expressions? He's scared. Why he is scared? Okay, anybody has fortune of driving bullock cart, sitting in a bullock cart? You had? देखा है बैलगाड़ी देखी है मस्त मजे किए होगा ना है ना. So if somebody has that this one bullock cart experience, they will tell you. No, not just sitting bullock, driving bullock cart, बैलगाड़ी चलाने का experience बोल रहा हूँ मैं. Bell, who is stronger, the bull or you? Bull is stronger, है ना. But still you are controlling the bull, right? है ना. So how you are controlling the bull? By whip, and when the rope is there, which is putting in his nose, है ना. You are controlling it. It's such a powerful bull, but you are controlling it. And imagine your control over the rope loses. What happens? क्या होता है अगर आपने रस्सी को ढीला छोड़ दिया तो बैल भाग जाता है ना. और वो तब क्या होगा, जो राइडर है, ड्राइव करने वाला, वो गिर जाएगा. इट्स नॉट सो इजी. यू हैव टू होल्ड दिस रोप टाइट, है ना. इफ वी लूज इट then gone. Our situation is like that. We are not holding these ropes tight, and these senses are troubling a lot, and we are just like this person, scared. We don't know why we are why people are fearful in this world. The prime reason is that they don't know what's going to happen next in their life. Why they are so unconfused and unconfirmed? Just because things are not in their control at all. Their senses are not in their control. Their body is not in their control. कब हाजमा खराब हो जाए पता नहीं चलता है ना. 45 people will understand this. है ना. What kind of problem will come in the body? What kind of disease? कब कोरोना लग जाएगा पता नहीं. आज दिख रहा है कल गायब बंदा, है ना. So like this situation is there. We don't know what's happening, but yes, of course, we have full control over the body. Chanakya says, if we want to overcome the fear of the death, you have to have a regulated lifestyle. Good, have a controlled lifestyle. Then only you can overcome the fear of death, fear of disease. So of course we will talk about Chanakya Niti sometimes again in detail. So yes, if you have a full control in the body, yes, we will not be like fearful like this. So this is the construct of the body. So senses are there, and this is the intelligence. This is the soul, intelligence, and these ropes are said to be the mind. So mind is strong, Intelligence is strong, all senses are in proper control. Hmm? Okay. And then tatha dehantara praptir dhiras tatra muyati. We just change what happens at the time of death. You know, just this is the gross body, this is subtle body, and the soul. When we die, phone disconnect kar do. So when we die, just this gross body gets destroyed, and then we just get transformed from one body to another. Shifting happens. That's all. Hmm? Okay. So this is the process of death, and this is process of taking another birth. Hmm? Okay. So coming to the concept of reincarnation, we talk about reincarnation. What is reincarnation? हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं?
पुनर्जन्म
पुनर्जन्म, अगला जन्म, next body, next birth, है ना? How many of you believe that reincarnation exists? How many of you believe that before coming to this body we are there into another body before? है ना? It may be. हम सब किसी और body में थे, याद है? There is a specific scientific stream which works in that. This is the Dr. Ian Stevenson. He was there among us till 2007. He is a very renowned scholar into this out of body or maybe kinds of the concept of reincarnation. He has done a vast amount of studies and he has published almost 3,000 cases of reincarnation which are proved reincarnation cases. ऐसे ऐसे केसेस जिसमें reincarnation प्रूव किया जा चुका है कि भाई दिस इज नॉट फॉल्स केसेस. समटाइम्स पीपल टॉक अबाउट ना फॉल्सली बताते हैं reincarnation हो गया हमारा, बट दे डू रिसर्च समथिंग एंड दे अंडरस्टैंड दिस इज अ फॉल्स अलार्म. मतलब झूठा पब्लिसिटी प्राप्त करने के लिए किया था. बट ही हैज रिसर्च सो मेनी केसेस where in India, so many cases were in Cambodia, or what is that, that Vietnam and all that case places, and so many cases were in Japan and so many. Who is this calling? Huh? I'll talk to you later. Okay. So this is what I was telling. So many cases in America also he has researched. It's not like that कि only India जैसे पिछड़ी countries में ही reincarnation होते हैं. It's not like that. They happen everywhere. है ना? And yeah, and of course he has done so many research. Many times he has come to India also to do this research, and his research is widely published and accepted. So he wherever this reincarnation concept or maybe the news comes, he goes there, he studies it, he explains it. And there's another student of him. Her name is Satwant Pasricha. She works into Nimans. You would have heard Nimans, Bangalore wala. You can go and meet them. She's a student of Ian Stevenson. She will tell all the experiences of these things. Another case study that Ian Stevenson I would like to tell you, but this is a live example in front of us. This is the boy. He is still alive among us. His name is Deep Kapadia. When he was a small child, almost in the 1984 story is this. He was a small child. If you can meet this person. Even today he is there in Mumbai. He teaches Vedic mathematics and all this. So he tells his experiences. So when he was a small child of 3 to 4 years old, suddenly he started telling, his parents reported this to doctors, कि भाई this boy, we are from Hindi speaking family, but he is speaking Marwadi language. And nobody among around speaks Marwadi at all. ये कैसे मारवाड़ी बोल रहा है? And they called doctors and investigators, and boy started revealing, नहीं मैं यहाँ का नहीं हूँ. Where are you from? I am from Udaipur. अरे उदयपुर वहाँ पे क्या करते हो? नहीं my family is there, my work is there, I stayed there and all these things. And they investigated, and some people went to Udaipur and secretly investigated everything. And without telling this boy, they wanted to verify this all claims. They took this boy to the train. Okay, हम लोग जा रहे हैं कहीं घूमने के लिए. They didn't tell anything. They took the train and went to Udaipur. And this boy got excited. Arey, next train is Udaipur. Next stop is Udaipur. And nobody told him that we are going to Udaipur and all these things. But he immediately started telling, yes, we are going to Udaipur. And of course, when he was in Mumbai that time, the investigator they asked him everything, address, everything, कहाँ पे रहते थे वगैरह वगैरह. They verified that this kind of person was staying there. Some kind of person called Agrawal, Pannalal Agrawal करके बोलता था. I'm Pannalal Agrawal. I'm not Deep Kapadia, I was telling. So he went, and then as soon as he started telling, okay, take the auto and we'll reach to my home and this that, and we took the auto and they started going on the street. On the way, whoever meets, he was like calling them with the names. अरे राजू कैसे हो, अरे ये कैसे हो, कैसे दुकान चल रही है तुम्हारी. Small boy, and everybody was astonished. अरे how he knows us. And ऐसे चल रहा है एकदम, मतलब जुलूस जा रहा है एकदम ऐसे. And they went to his house, and the house, as soon as they went, this boy, they knocked the door, and one elderly person, of your age almost, है ना, he came out, and this small boy, ना आपके बेटे जैसा उम्र का, आके हक करता है, ओ बेटा तुम कैसे हो, ओ माय बॉय हाउ आर यू. Everybody was astonished, and the person who opened the door, he was astonished. ये कैसे हो सकता है, छोटा बच्चा मुझे बेटा बोल रहा है ना. And it was confusing, everything was confusing, and he understood कि भाई, मतलब उसको लग रहा है कि भाई, and that boy was thinking कि भाई my father's property, somebody wants to take it off, that's why some conspiracy is happening. He got alerted, and he says नहीं तुम क्या बोल रहे हो, तुम बनाना लगने वाले हो, बताओ ये क्या है, वो क्या. He started asking questions, and he started asking so many secret questions कि भाई बताओ ये क्या है, वो कहाँ है. And once he told कि there is one secret, बोला था कि मेरे पिताजी के पास, his father has one rifle gun, and वो किसी को नहीं पता, बताओ कहाँ है. And he told कि you have this and this kind of rifle, and in your home there is a one big photo, remove that photo, there is a almari chest into that, and there is the gun. And that boy went, he was stunned first of all. He opened it and showed that this is the gun here, and every secret he started telling. And this Pannalal Pasricha, he died long back, and he was telling, I died because of the murder. People kept thinking that this man died because of heart attack or something like that, but he's telling, no, I was murdered by some poison and all these things. And he started telling everything. And they went to the museum where he was working. He was working in a museum. Some kind of a Jamshedpur, some museum is there. If you see there, there's a museum there. That museum, he was working as a curator. Museum में curator रहता है. Curator मतलब he takes care of everything, if things properly or not there. And in this museum, he was in charge of all these old artifacts and all these things. And he started showing everything one by one. And in one place he went and said, okay, this is a fan, runs on kerosene. And whole museum, nobody knows how to operate that fan. And he said, okay, leke aao, kerosene leke aao. This small kid, he put the kerosene and thak, started running. And nobody knew. And of course, at that point, started telling so many secrets of that museum, कैसे conspiracy हुई थी, कैसे scams हुए थे. Because of some secrecy, they didn't reveal this. कि कैसे scams उसने वहाँ पे खोल दिए, सबकी मैंने पोल खोल दी थी वहाँ पे. So all these things he did, and yes, it was guaranteed. And of course, after some time, he started losing these memories. And of course, because of as soon as he grown up, and this is general in every cases, all the cases of reincarnation. This small child, they remember. There is a story. I have seen a video of one in a Fox News. There's a story of one pilot, American pilot who reincarnated. Have you seen that video? So American pilot reincarnated, and small boy, he was telling everything. So how he was shot by the Japanese people, and he's telling, oh, my enemies are Japanese and all these things. Stunning story. Sometimes I will share this video with you in all the groups. So there are so many hundreds of cases which are, which prove that just the reincarnation is the fact. So reincarnation can be proved by so many different examples, like small child, they have past life memories. Even though they don't have past life memories, past life sanskaras they carry on. So there are sometimes you can observe your own children, something you would have not taught them, उनको आपने सिखाया नहीं है, लेकिन वो चीज़ वो करने लगते हैं, they start doing all these things, they start remembering all this. There's some inborn skills they have. How they got those inborn skills? That nobody in your family have those. These are the skills which they carry. Some phobias we have, right? We don't know. बचपन से ही हम लोग डरे हुए थे. There is one nice educated lady which in our congregation. She's scared of closed places. What is called that? Claustrophobia. क्लॉस्ट्रोफोबिया. So they cannot get into the lift at all. लिफ्ट में जाते ही नहीं है. कितना भी बड़ी बिल्डिंग हो, they will walk by stairs, but they will not walk into get into this one. So this phobia, how these phobias they get, you know, in their lifetime nothing had happened like that, but still they carry on these things. There are so many marks in the body also. They are carrying forward of the previous births. This one.
There is like a myth or something. People tell that the birthmark is like the
Yeah.
previous.
So many times, of course, what he was telling is correct. Jan Stevenson has studied so many things, so many cases were like that. The boy who was telling his past life memories, and he has got some wounds in the body. So they're telling, these are the wound where I got shot, like that kind of thing. So they could remember, and they verified with these claims. Yes, this man was killed due to this cause, and these symptoms or these marks he's carrying into next life also. So these are the verified claims like that. Another thing is that another experience of another proof that we are not body, we are the soul is the near death experiences. This is another doctor called Michael Sobom. He has done experiments into these things. So there was one patient. Of course, he is a cardiologist. Of course, many cardiologists will give this kind of testimonies to you. Even if you talk with cardiologists, they tell this kind of stories. Ki when they are operating their patients, the patient starts feeling something like they're watching their everything above the body kind of thing, out of body experience. They think that they're out of the body and they're watching everything. So there was one experiment, the case going on, the cardiological surgery was going on. Well, see, I'll show the video, small video is there.
In Germany, Christina's doctors are also losing their battle. Her heart will not restart. She has just minutes before her brain too shuts down.
You want to hear?
So ein Defibrillationsschock.
We were trying to jumpstart her heart with a defibrillator.
zum Schlagen zu bringen.
There's a case where the lady was going through operations, her heart stopped completely, so they started to jumpstart the heart.
Die Patientin hatte zu viel
The
Blut.
patient had lost too much blood. Her organs weren't getting enough.
Kein Mensch und ich am
We
wenigsten
really didn't think we could save her.
sein können.
She's
Because
almost dead.
Christina's heart has stopped pumping, many would consider her dead. Yet something seems to be happening with her mind.
Das nächste, was ich wieder weiß, ist, ja, dass
She is
ich
the one who was
unter
going
der
through
Next thing I
operation.
know, I was hovering underneath the ceiling of the room. I could see down on myself laying on the operating table. And I saw the surgeons and heard them talking to each other. The scenario was pretty hectic. I realized that this was about life or death.
To help understand near-death experiences, some researchers focus on the content of these episodes.
A common element that occurs early in near-death experiences is what's called an out-of-body experience. At that time, the person seems to be able to see and hear things going on, but up from the vantage point above their body.
So these two terms, like similar actually, out of body experience and near death experience, where they think that they are watching themselves from the top or outside their self, wherever they are actually. And there are so many experiences. She was able to see what's happening into the terrace, actually the terrace which is locked for the ages. And she was able to see what doctors are talking. She was able to hear also what doctors are talking. But practically her body was consciousless completely. And there were so many experiences like that, this out of body experiences. And people who just touch the death and comes back, they give all these testimonies there. And of course among devotees also we have seen, there was a devotee, there are 2-3 experiences. The one experience I will tell you is one devotee who is into San Diego temple, Mr. Prakash. He was in the coma and he was almost dead, and he was able to see some kind of yamadutas वगैरह kind of thing. So he was kind of a person who just touched the death and came back, and he saw the things which are happening. And there's one devotee, sannyasi actually, he was going through the cardiac matlab, operation of heart, and he was hearing the doctors were talking about golf when operating, and he was telling, "Hey doctors, how are you do this? How can you do that? I'm going to the operation and you are talking about the goals there. I'm an operation theater. Be serious." So these are the examples. Now they say that yes, there is something which exists without body. Okay. So in this way, so this is what it is not kind of just today's science. It is the science which is mentioned here in Bhagavad Gita. And when somebody understands this, what transformation will happen? The final word, Dhiras Tatrana Muhyati. Somebody understands this concept of the body and the soul, the Deha and Dehi, and he will become a sober person. He will never be bewildered. We get just frustrated when we see somebody dying. When we get frustrated when the calamity comes to our life. When we get frustrated when there is uncomfort and discomfort with our lives and our bodies, and we get disturbed and frustrated, so but still there are people who are beyond this. When we get these spiritual experiences, the experiences we just when we get stabilized into the spiritual experiences, so then we are detached, we are unaffected by bodily discomfort. Suddenly Bangalore में गर्मी हो रही है, we are so frustrated कि क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे. Suddenly there is a rain and we are in discomfort, so bodily discomfort will not reach to you when you are stabilized and steady into the spiritual concept. And this is very important lesson even for the leaders, how to stay steady, how to stay balanced in a difficult situation in our lives. So many times we lose our cool, many times we lose our control in ourselves. We become angry, upset, and just because there is some external discomfort, external disorder, and then we act something weirdly. So when we get stabilized, when we get steady into spiritual experience, when we understand, yes, we get matured into spiritual experiences, so then in this moment, in these places, we can, of course, in Bhagavad Gita can give you that stability. The practice of Bhagavad Gita, the principles of Bhagavad Gita can bring you to that stratum where you will be, whenever in the situations, you will be dealing and you will acting at a spiritual level, not at the level of the body. So this is what the practical tip of the day. So we had seen example previous class, the person who is getting everything in the life, last class we talked about, the person who has everything in the life, but still is feeling the emptiness, hollowness. Why is feeling that hollowness? Because there is no the spiritual needs were not taken care. We were taking care of so many different things, the body needs of the food, shelter and clothing. We are taking care of the needs of the mind. We were taking care of the so many, but we are not taking care of the, what example we gave? The bird in the cage. And a cage is nicely protected and cleaned and cared for, but the soul is not cared, we feel that hollowness. So instead of giving more importance to the bodily needs, instead of giving so much importance to the needs of other external needs, if we take care of the soul equally, then we will feel that we can get that hollowness driven away. The spiritual needs has to be fulfilled. Okay, yeah. So don't starve ourselves. We should not starve ourselves with the spiritual needs. We were taking care till now. Of course, we were not knowing at all we were the soul. We were not knowing that we were the spirit. But and of course we never took care of that soul within. There's a car and there's a driver driving. You don't feed the driver. Car will work. Petrol पूरा है भाई. मेंटेनेंस तो अच्छे से किया हुआ है, बट स्टिल कार इज नॉट वर्किंग बिकॉज ड्राइवर इज नॉट टेकन केयर. द बॉडी इज लाइक अ कार and the soul inside it is like a driver. You have to take care of it, and the spiritual need has to be taken care. And yes, that spiritual need, we get it from the Sanatan Dharma, we get it from the spiritual practices which are mentioned in the Vedas. So we'll talk about those in our next class, which is our lost wealth. We talk about our Vedas, our culture, and what is that we have lost, why India has lost all these things, and why we have lost those education, and why India is again back to the zero. Hmm? So all these things we'll be discussing there. Our treasure, our spiritual culture. ठीक है? Hare Krishna. So before going ahead, if you have any questions. Yes, Prabhuji. So give the mic to him. Here. Amit.
Reincarnation. So, my question is, like, as we got to know the previous question, like, our senses control by the intelligence with the help of mind and soul sitting at the back. So, when a person reaches his old age and his soul left the body, so remember everything whatever happened.
Yeah, that's why this past life memories are coming back, right?
So the soul, is it like waiting for the next body to get into another body, or what? Is it the soul is roaming around or finding a new body? How?
Depends on the condition by condition, like case by case. Some cases it is not like that he has to wait. Some cases they have to wait. Depends on the case to case.
In the cases where they have to wait, I think in that time they didn't know about what is happening. They are not in this.
See, the case is as per the whatever evidences what I have read. So soul, of course, what I give you a small animation, right? So when somebody dies, his gross body, which is having eyes, nose, hair, all these things are deteriorated. It is disconnected. He comes out of it with subtle body. Subtle body consists mind, intelligence, and ego. Okay, there all the memories and everything are stored there. Our memories are not stored in the brain, but it is stored into the subtle body, and that's why when we change the body along with the subtle body, this all memories are carried out from one body to another. Okay, and in this period when he is not having another body, we call it as a ghost. So they don't have any access to any vision, they don't have any access to the speech, they don't have any access to act anything. Ghosts are harmless. They can't do anything. They just don't have, because they don't have active senses at all. They have subtle senses, but they don't have active senses to work on. Bhook lagti hai, but they have desire to eat, but they don't have mouth to eat. They have desire to see, they don't have eyes to see at all. So this is the ghostly body, which is, they don't have anything. They are simply waiting for another body to get ready and where they can enter. Okay? And this is all carried out by the laws of nature. The laws of nature are very perfect works. Now how it works, that also we'll see in some session. So they carry it from the soul from one body to another destination where he has to go. And particularly that body only it will go. It's not like your address galat ho gaya bhai. It will not happen with them.
It's detailed in the Garud.
Yeah.
How it will move, and then how long it will stay there, and then all the pink gun we do that. So
Correct.
Everything is in the Garud.
Yeah. For some cases, they'll follow the rules in the Garud Puran. Garud Puran is the one way where the transmigration of one body to another happens. But there are different ways also. So not everybody has to go. If you want to escape all those, have you read Garud Puran? No. But of course, there's a very strict, very difficult way where where a person from one body to goes to another body. But there's a way to escape that also. We'll talk about that. Yes, Prabhuji. Give the mic to him. Mataji is asking one question.
Usually, after death, you don't carry our body. So the body may be like, you would have undergone like corona or cancer, whatever it is, we keep this body, which is disease.
So only the soul is carried.
Correct.
So what exactly the soul carries? Our ego, our arrogance, our anger.
Everything.
So everything. So
Everything.
all
Your
this is
Swabhava
related to
is
karma.
your Swabhava is imprinted in your subtle body, your mind. Okay? When you change the body, everything will carry on. Whatever Swabhava you have got, you know, that is the, that is not just a fruit of your experience that you have taken from childhood till now. There are some of all the lives that you have lived till now. So many lives you have changed till now. No? You see the example of, how many kids you have?
One son.
One son. Of course, I can see we are three kids in my family. Okay, born. I'm twin. Okay, and we can see that the children born from the same mother, same time, they have two different nature, completely different nature. So he's of complete different nature, I am completely different nature. So why this? Of course, parents have treated us equally. They have given us same chances, same love for both of us. Then why this difference? You know? So it is not just our this birth collection of experiences which makes our nature, our character. Is our previous births also. So all sanskaras we carry in our subtle, in a sukshma mana. We carry it all. Hmm? So these all carried on. Okay? Arrogance, your attitude, everything is carried on. Okay?
Jai Shri Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
As we discussed that a soul goes from one body to other body.
True.
But if we see scientifically, the population is increasing.
Yeah.
So from where those extra souls are coming?
So it is not like only humans are taking birth. After changing from human body, not like that you will take a human birth only, or not after. Their souls are not only in the humans, souls are there in animals also, right? जितने मारोगे आप उतने but that's not a straightforward thing. But yeah, there are innumerable souls in this world, and based on their karma, based on their time, they take birth. So that overpopulation and all these things, nobody has hand into it. It has to happen. It is happening. It is not because of somebody's national strategies and all these things. आप कितने भी national strategies कर लो, आपकी population कम नहीं होने वाली है. This is not because of your national strategies, or not because of some people have some plans into their life. So overall population will keep on coming. Somebody has to take birth as a human. Nature will make certain a way, some way that he will become a human. He will take human birth. Nature will make it way. You cannot stop it. It is natural process that people are taking birth into human species. It is natural only. So it has to happen. It is happening. It is not just because people say that national policies are wrong. That's why India's population is increasing and all these things. Overpopulation is not a problem at all. Even actually, if you have a more population in this country, it is wealth. Only problem is that you have untrained population. You have people like those criminals, then this is definitely a headache. But you have people, you have 130 crores, right? 130 crore humans are there into India, and all of they are well trained and well charactered person. Where India will be now? And if you have 130 crore people and all are now criminal kind of thing, it will be hell. One place, if you lock lots of dogs into one place, overpopulation is definitely a problem there. But here see, so many humans are there sitting in one place, and they are so peacefully sitting, listening, doing nice kirtan. Are you feeling peaceful here? If you imagine same number of dogs will be in the same amount of room. This is difference. We don't have problem of overpopulation. We have a problem of uncharactered people, criminals. If we solve this problem, if we can have a mass education which is educating and training people into right way of life, yes, population is a wealth. So we lack that training, spiritual training, cultural training, how to control yourself. Otherwise, we have people who are cutting and killing their own wives. Problem in the life, right? Big problem. And how somebody can kill your own wife? Struggle. Because the person is not trained. This is a real cultural problem they have. That's why that's happening. You know? So if we solve this problem, yes, overpopulation is boon.
Sometimes people do something which they know they are wrong, but
Hmm.
still they do why.
Yeah, that was the question of Arjuna. Why people are doing sin even though they know it is a sin? Cigarette pina paap hai.
They have the proper understanding that
Yeah.
whatever they are doing is wrong, but still they do.
सिगरेट पीना पाप है लिखा हुआ ना. सिगरेट पीने से आपके फेफड़े खराब हो जाते हैं आफ्टर स्मोकिंग एंड इट इज रिटन big photo of the rotten lungs, it is there, but still people are smoking. They don't understand it. They understand, but they are manipulated by what? Senses, the urges. Yeah.
I think it's all a combination of a part of it is your character, your previous karmas and everything.
Mm-hmm.
A part of it is not control over the senses.
Yeah.
A part of it is that it's our karma, the world has to move. So we do what we do.
True.
So it's a combination of all.
Yeah, people are not trained properly. And of course, Arjuna asked these questions to Krishna, and Krishna gives the answer. Yeah, how to control that? How we can avoid that? Manipulated by all the senses, manipulated by the nature, manipulated by circumstances. You know, how to take control of your own life? It is the science of Bhagavad Gita. Okay? Right now we are not in control of our life. That's fact. You are not controlled by yourself. Why you are wearing pants? Why I am wearing dhoti? What is your culture? Somebody is dictating you, brainwashing you. Arey, shirt pant is the only culture. People will ask, oh, shirt pant में बुराई क्या है? Arey, this is the what brainwashing is. You are brainwashed since your childhood की shirt pant पहनना चाहिए. This is a small example I am giving. This is not kind of a major problem. Shirt pant is not a problem, but how we are brainwashed. मूछे रखना शान. Is it like keeping mustache is there is nothing to do with mustache. Without mustache also you are a good man. With mustache also you are a good man. There is nothing to do with that. But still we are so much attached to it. Yeah, mustache, that's why I don't feel well. So it is that. We are, of course, point is we are controlled and manipulated by many times something external. We are not control of our own logic, our own desires and ideas. So we are feeded those ideas. We are programmed. So this is the process of Bhagavad Gita, reprogramming ourselves to the proper place. Reprogram करने के लिए क्या करना पड़ता है? Reset button डालना पड़ता है ना. Reset button डालो and reprogram करो. And the process for reprogramming is the meditations. And when you do meditations, that rewiring and reprogramming happens. Anybody tried the meditation here? Works. So we are teaching you the new meditation process. You can distribute Japamala. Give me one also. So this is called as a mantra meditation. You would have done so many different meditation processes where you are focusing mind on the object and something like that. But in this process, we are focusing our mind on the power of mantra. Mantra is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And this is the best method that we have got. The power. These are different things. Mindfulness, focus meditation, progressive. But until unless you give the connection or the support of mantra, the boost of mantra, these meditation processes are temporary effective. If you want to have a long time effect of meditation, you have to support it with mantra. Not just simply a mantra, Maha Mantra. All of you have got beads. This is called a mala. You have to hold it with in your right hand, and you have to keep your first finger away This is called as a false ego, है ना. You have to keep it away because with this finger we show ना, तेरे में गलती है, तेरे में गलती है, तेरे में गलती है. You are wrong, you are wrong, you are wrong. So you have to keep this away, है ना, that idea. So and don't touch this mala on the ground, on your legs and all. You can hold it in other hand, okay, or keep it in the lap also. And one mani you have to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Go ahead, next another mantra. What all you have to do is just meditate or hear the mantra that you are pronouncing. Chant loudly, loud enough that you are able to hear. Okay, make sure that your neighbor is not disturbed because of your loud voice. Okay? Okay. So before we continue, this is the meditational process, and yeah. We'll chant one mantra beginning. Of course, these are the evidences, the different shastras, why this mantra meditation is the best meditation process. Okay. Repeat behind me. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakti Vrinda. Now every beat. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama,